moist.
Moist.
Double moist. Just like that, we lose all the subscribers.
No! My empire!
This is it. Judgment Day. That's a wrestling pay-per-view. Today,
Judgment Day!
things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things.
Sundays.
Did you just teleport into the room, Maya? Ah! What's the big idea? Hey, what's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off of my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last trial of the day. Today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
She's gonna turn into Emperor Palpatine.
That's how we kill Von Karma.
He tries to run, just
No.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Maybe if I just provoke him a little, he'll be happier. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. That
Right. Good idea.
grabs a metal pole and just starts shooting electricity everywhere. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal! Oh! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning! Mr. Edgeworth?
Good morning.
How did it go, Detective? Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. Just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. His heart stopped. Anybody here know CPR?
Phoenix does. Oh, hold on.
He shoots away. Ah! Always works.
Yeah.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember. And I'm going to prove it. Tuku, tuku, tuku. Tell the truth.
Stop. Stop it.
I'm not gonna stop tickling until you tell us the truth.
Stop.
The caretaker just
Stop.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready.
Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Here's this letter I wrote.
No, I didn't mean to say that!
Come on. Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
That's odd.
So what about that?
Well, now you want us to cross-examine him.
I'm being nice! Today's my birthday.
I'm a special boy. And you're gonna see. No, somebody just had to hit the caretaker. He tried to run again. Very well.
Might be a little bit dazed.
Please bring the witness into the courtroom. I tried to open the door early and just slapped him in the head with it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness.
Yogi Bear.
He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see.
Are you making fun of me?
Yes. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
Yeah. Well, of course. Really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. But, I wasn't running away or nothing. I, went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those, motive things, right? I don't got one. So, testimony yesterday stands as is.
You have a motive. We had proof of a motive, and then we decided to idiotically show it to Karma.
I wanted to flaunt.
I'm very upset because that was a nice turning point, and you fucked me on purpose!
Oopsies.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna cut one finger off at a time.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did.
What do you mean you left yesterday? I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony!
It sure seems relaxed.
This is me relaxed!
In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni.
But I wasn't running away or nothing.
Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why! Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes.
3 minutes! I went to buy some food for Polly, see?
Food.
Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bud pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
Bet you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kinda got lost, you see. This is a big city! The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Which shack?
Just the fact that Von Karma would be there. It's a big city!
Don't you dare object!
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. No, he was lost.
I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow.
You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep. Seemed like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Accident, huh? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof with your little paper. Oh! You don't have the paper, do you?
No, you do.
Ha ha!
You have the paper.
Ha ha!
The court, he's got the paper.
I ate it.
Then why would you bring the paper up? It's now irrelevant. It's in your doo-doo.
Fuck!
Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's happening in that old...
What are you talking about?
Fuck!
One more take.
I quit!
No! One more take. So, Mr. Bale, it's okay. Don't get mad.
You fucking walk in front of the spotlight!
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to work here!
Sorry, I was just fixing the lights. It's fine. I'm sorry. Just get the line.
I quit!
Give the line one more try. One more try. You got this.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old Kroger's head?
Fuck! You messed it up again.
Codgers?
Down Codger's head.
Who says Codger?
Fucking Japanese people. How about you stop being racist?
I didn't know questioning who said that it's racist.
Got him.
That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do! And you had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on him, right? Except I can't prove that because my blockhead partner here lost that proof.
Don't know what you're talking about. Please do not make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible!
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Guilty!
Fuck! What do you mean?
Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over.
Objection?
And over.
What does that even mean, objection?
Who says objection? Objection! Not now, Von Karma.
Objection.
You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. But of these statements, both of these statements are lies!
What?
Would have been more serious if I didn't fuck it up. Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. It's Yanni Janssen. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Oh shit! That's some heavy news! Yogi, that name seems familiar. I was just a young boy! Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident! Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. I guarantee he was the judge. And my age hasn't changed one bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually.
But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's on a Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints, and we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. Why didn't we do this before? That makes sense.
Tisk.
Sure. Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry. Sorry, Mr. Wright.
What? Why?
The witness has no fingerprints!
Burned him off making noodles.
Mm.
What? What? Your fingerprints?
Before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep.
How do you remember working at the chemical plant?
It was like 2 days ago.
No. How does he remember working at a chemical plant?
Like a week ago. He doesn't remember what happened 15 years ago. He might remember what happened 2 years ago.
He never mentioned it to you. He said afterwards he went to the caretaker job.
Yeah.
What? Yogi, you sneak.
Hey, boo-boo. I got a picnic. I got the picnic basket. I had to burn my fingerprints to get the picnic basket.
You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, we can. It's something called a DNA sample.
In the 90s?
Yeah, I think they still existed in the 90s. They weren't like as accurate as they are now. And this takes place in the future.
Well, yeah, 15 years ago was 2001.
Oh, they definitely had DNA samples in 2001. I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No.
Test! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. Call him out on his methods!
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! What are we going to do?
That's the Tasmanian devil next to me?
I told you to get out of my courtroom, Tasmanian Daniel! Tasmanian Daniel?
I didn't even consider that. He might have erased his fingerprints. Can't make that joke. What do I do?
Tisk! Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief,
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Let's examine his parrot.
What is it, Nick?
It's actually good. I'm gonna call the parrot to the stand.
No. You're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal.
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Did you even ask? This is a farce! I object!
You proposed it! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
I was being funny! My comedy days are fucking over!
Shit.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this. And nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences.
That parrot's dead.
Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes! Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard!
But Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance! At least, I think so. Bailiff! Bring in the parrot! I can start singing Ave Maria.
Yeah, like I could go do that.
It's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Polly, your name. I know how to talk to this bird. Name! You son of a bitch! Ignore it! The witness is ignoring me! It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Who is your owner?
Objection!
Ow! Ow! What?
Objection! Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I'm gonna get the parrot to talk because I know how to get the parrot to talk.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Hello.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly? What?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Let's take a look. Don't care. The parrot's name is Polly. Here's the DO6 incident, there you go.
Polly was behind the elevator.
Yes.
Oxygen deprivation.
Case summary, air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues were found on the scene. The victim was Gregory Edgeworth. He's a defense attorney, trapped in the elevator, returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data, Yanni Yogi, a court bailiff, trapped in the elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen
Holy
deprivation.
shit!
After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide.
It does! Yes, it does.
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof! Don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. So I wrote it on a piece of paper and tied a string to it. Throw it. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is in that little form. This packet right here. This little packet right here. The DL6 case file.
That's quite a large file you have there. And the document's also pretty big as well. Which page is this proof on then?
Page 3.
Show us! I'll stop wasting our time!
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? It's the suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Huh? This page right here. I took it back, Your Honor.
It's my page. It's actually a blank piece of paper. I just like slapping it.
Has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? She unalived herself in YouTube policy terms.
Yes. We're here for the art, alright? We can't censor ourselves. For art.
Back!
Yeah.
Tell that to every YouTuber who censors themselves because their art gets demonetized. Ha!
We're doing this for the thrill.
Indeed, it does.
Ow!
Somebody hit the parrot!
Lord Karma! You have to be silenced!
He kept squawking! Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. I'm surprised I didn't blow along out doing that. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed Suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her! I see! I guess that is possible. Possible, not certain.
A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiance?
Yes!
She's only 7 years old!
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. How am I going to find that?
Hey, getting closer. One more. If we could just find one more piece of evidence.
Right. What? Very well, witness, you may continue.
Let's go.
Maya, speak to the bird. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Testify, Maya, say something.
What am I saying? I've forgotten something, and what's the safe number?
Have you forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Huh? Don't forget DL6! Huh?
That's right, you motherfucker.
What you motherfucker.
If I can't get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? What? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot! Something we forgot! Hello? What? Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright.
Did Karma get to the fucking bird? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her to not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? Yeah, speak. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Speak!
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Alright, well, we only have one more option.
Yeah, ask him her name again. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228!
Huh? What a reckless parrot! Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. It does! It's the day of the incident.
Which one?
I think, what, isn't it the DL6 incident?
Okay.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ah! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof! What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Yeah, 1228. I was right! The DL, that's you.
The DL6 Spectate file! What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number? The case summary! It's on the case summary page. The case... summary? What? You gotta speak up!
These are long words you're saying.
Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date! 15 years ago! And the number on that safe is 1228. Whoa!
Whoa!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him! I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Ah! This is not tangible proof! I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number one! This has nothing to do with a date! Nothing!
Can I see your wallet?
Oh, yes, here you go.
Alright, you can have it back now.
My money!
We're rich, Maya! That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence. That's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Not guilty. I mean, summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name.
Wait!
Don't!
He doesn't remember. No. It's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
I killed Hammond. I'm happy.
That looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
And I've got a flat ass.
Yes, I do.
Order, order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me he would make me innocent. Get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really. But he didn't believe me. We won the trial. But I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It's a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
No regrets, eh?
No regrets, Your Honor.
No yogurt. I love yogurt. Bring me yogurt.
Does this guy have sound mind?
What? Am I of soiled mind? How dare you? Oh, yogurt. Thank you, Honor.
I'm leaving now.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself?
Okay, Mr. Edgeworth,
Anyway,
what does he mean?
I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Damn it, I don't have a clean record anymore.
Fuck.
Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is...
Innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I object! I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Because this case, he can't do anything. It's the DL6 case that ends today that he can. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty!
What?
Your Honor, it's not guilty.
Oh, no, not guilty.
The bailiff walks in. It's not guilty.
What?
What? Not chilly. No, it's pretty warm in here. No, not guilty, Your Honor. Huh? I'm just pulling your chain.
He's fucking not guilty, man.
Now arrest him. He's guilty, right?
After all the work we put in.
I keep telling him to get a new judge.
He's the only guy we have.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Just get a new judge. That's all I want. Huh? Somebody say something. Someone just say an objection. Wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. I'm gonna take my shoe off and chuck it at him. Shut up! Edgeworth!
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
What do I do? Shit. Raise an objection!
Leave it to Edgeworth.
Edgeworth's got it.
Yeah.
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
You must hear this new statement.
I didn't make the objection. A random bystander did.
We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We did have another attorney yesterday do this. That was Larry. I thought you were Larry. I thought that was Phoenix.
I thought that was Harry.
Harry Butts. Anyway, we have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Great, now I've got to object to everything you fucking say.
For 15 years.
Objection!
I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6 its statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Why did you point at me?
I only have one sprite.
You point. The culprit points at me. It's me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime 15 years ago.
Guys, I just want to go home. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I need to go poo-poo. Let me leave.
Well, I'll let everybody else leave because we're gonna do the DL6 case.
The next episode.
Sounds like I watched the episode of X30. Make sure you like, subscribe, and the bell button all the time to be able to, which is.
I'm gonna fuck this case up.
Bye.